It's- Hey everybody, welcome back. Today's review is Survivor Series 1994, and we will kick it off with a traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series matchup with the Teamsters. That's Big Daddy Cool Diesel, Shawn Michaels, the Bret Kid, Owen Hart, and the Anvil versus the bad guys, Razor Ramon, the Head Shrinkers, Fatu and Xiaomi, British Bulldog, and the 1-2-3 Kid. This match starts out really slow as the teams get well acquainted. Anvil and the 1-2-3 Kid starting it off with a headlock, drop down, take off, drop kicks. And of course, the Kid gets in trouble. It's quick tags in and out between the Anvil, Jerry, and Owen. He tags in Fatu, who has trouble with his boot for the whole match for some reason. Even when Fatu wasn't in the match, he'd have trouble with his boot. When he did get, there's a spot where he had the anvil down. He's trying to get to the top rope. He has trouble with his boot. Then there's the headbutt. And then the Bulldog came in. He press slammed Owen Hart because Owen Hart wanted the Bulldog tagged in. One cool spot. Razor does a follower slam into Jerry. And the 1-2-3 Kid gets a 2 count. In case you haven't noticed, I haven't talked about the eliminations. So let's get into that. So eventually what happens is Big Daddy Cool Diesel, he tags in and Fatu gets clotheslined, thrown into the jackknife power bomb. 1, 2, 3. He's eliminated. And the 1-2-3 Kid comes in with a flurry of offenses of punches, kicks, and a drop kick, and he actually staggers Diesel, goes for a sunset flip for some reason. Then Diesel goozles him, drops him down on his back, hits him with another power bomb. 1, 2, 3. Kid's eliminated. And then Sione comes in with a few clubbing forearms, and he gets jackknifed one time. 1, 2, 3. And this is how quickly the Survivor Series changes. You've got the Teamsters against Bulldog and Razor Ramon. Bulldog fires up against Kevin Nash, takes a boot to the outside, and then Jarrett, Anvil, and Owen distract Bulldog, so Bulldog gets counted up. So we end up in a situation where it's a 5-on-1 with the Teamsters versus the bad guy, Razor Ramon. Razor does all right for himself. There's a spot where he actually takes out Kevin Nash a little bit and setting them up for the Razor's Edge, and they do the back body drop angles. And then Big Daddy Cool will get the advantage. And Shawn Michaels, for some reason, the Heartbreak Kid, is yelling at Diesel and being like, pick him up and powerbomb him. Nash does powerbomb him, and then Michaels tags in, but instead of just going for the cover, I guess because he's an egomaniac, the Heartbreak Kid tells Kevin Nash to pick him up for the super kick. Of course, Razor moves. Shawn hits Diesel. Diesel gets mad. Michaels jumps out of the ring. He gets counted out. The rest of the team have now followed them down the aisle. So Nash is hitting and pushing everybody out of the way. And for some reason, they counted out all 5 members of the team without 3 legally entering the matchup. I don't get that. But anyway, the entire Teamsters get counted out by a super kick from Shawn Michaels to Diesel. Apparently, if somebody else gets hit, everybody gets eliminated on a 5-way countout. Anyway, that's beyond the point. Your winner of the match, the bad guy, Razor Ramon, and continue with Survivor Series 1994. Our next matchup is another traditional 4-on-4. Jerry the King Lawler's royal family with versus Clowns R Us, Doink, Dink, Wink, and Pink. Yeah, this match is a lot of fun. This is your resident comedy match of the evening. Doink tries to kick Jerry the King Lawler, his foot gets caught. Then the king comes out, tries to Gary, lands flat, and then doing an arm stretcher. Be six little people run across Jerry Lawler for another comedy spot. This whole match is basically comedy spots, and it's designed to make fun of Jerry Lawler because they call him Burger King, and then they put the crown on his head because one of the I think it was Dink came out with a Burger King crowd. They're having fun at Lawler's expense. Doing hits the three body slam trope. Lawler tags in a member of his royal family. This happens where there's action between them. Doink gets eliminated. He hits Lawler with a crossbody. Lawler rolls through, grabs his tights. One, two, three. Doink is eliminated. And Dink comes in with Queasy. Gets offense. Doesn't get the pinfall. Winds up in the corner after he tags in Wink. He does the double leg, but Lawler has got his foot on his guy. So he gets the 3 count. Link is eliminated. And Dink comes back in with Pink, and they do the double axe handle spot off the goatee. This is supposed to be a comedy match. Doesn't age well. That's kind of why I'm laughing. And so this match continues. One of the members of the royal family on the outside distracts the referee when they have Pink down, and Lawler picks one of them up and drops them like a splash. A 1, 2, 3, and all of a sudden it's the royal family versus Dink. And so he comes in, and there's a spot where it looks like he's going through all three of his opponents, goes to the top rope. He gets a crossbody, but the referee's distracted again by Jerry Lawler. So one of the members of the royal family just rolls over the other guy. And for some reason, this affects Dink because that's how they get the 3 count. Like nothing happens to Dink. They just flip the guy and it's like 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, what? This comedy match takes me out of the element. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. We'll go to our next match here at Survivor Series 19. In a rare, they put the WWE Championship match between Bob Backlund and Bret Hart in the middle of the card. So your WWE Championship match takes place now. It's a submission match where the only way you can win is to throw the towel in, but they confuse that throughout the match. Your cornermen are for Bob Backlund, your challenger. You got Owen Hart. He's feuded with Bret for much of 1994. Bret's corner man is David Boy Smith. That's one thing I've noticed going back and watching older pay-per-views is a lot of it is dominated by one person. I don't know if that's just me or what that is, but anyways, Backlund tries to get the early jump on Bret. Bret scoop slams him with kicks and punches after that, and Bret just dominates the match until there's a pinfall attempt by Bret that the ref just sounded there. No pinfalls today, Bret. It's a submission match. Bret continues to hammer away. There's a headlock Bret has. Backlund tries to suplex him. Backlund's on the offense with kicks and clubs for a little while. And then Bret takes control again with drags, headlocks, and so on. And then he puts in the abdominal stretch, which is a move I haven't seen for a long time. But then Backlund powers and is again on the offense with clubbing forearms and European uppercuts and all the rest of it. And Buck gets the upper hand and kicks in the stomach. and sets him up for a pile driver. And then Bret, who got the upper hand because Bret missed an elbow off of the second rope, continues to kick, punch, and stomp on Bret. Bret takes control again, and Owen's really concerned because Owen's got to be the guy that throws the towel in. And Bret eventually has Backlund in a figure four. This hold seems to be applied forever. It might have been 2 minutes, but it felt like five. The best part was Backlund's facial expressions. His eyeballs are popping out, trying to survive. Owen tempted to throw in the towel. You, you think Bret might hang on, and Backlund tries to turn it over. And eventually Backlund gets the upper hand again, but that's quickly turned around by the Hitman, who eventually gets the sharpshooter applied to Backlund after putting him on his back. As Backlund's reaching up, they did the rope grab and spot shoot. It looks like Bert's going to have the one because who gets out of the sharpshooter? Not very many people get out of the sharpshooter. Owen comes into the ring and Bulldog's the Hitman. The Bulldog chases Owen around the ring and hits his head on the steel steps. Bret gets distracted by all this as he's yelling at Owen as Owen is trying to wake up the boy and he's concerned for the British Bulldog. In the meantime, Backlund recovers and puts Bret in the crossface chicken wing for what feels like forever. It's funny how Owen he changed his complexion real fast because he goes from being concerned about Bulldog to being concerned about Bret. Wondering what to do. He's wandering around looking at Davy Boy. He's looking at his parents. And then Owen's standing there. He's going, that's my brother the whole time. Bob Backlund has Bret in this crossface chicken wing. And then Owen starts pleading with his mom and dad. His dad's a tough cookie. So his dad doesn't think that's necessary. But he continues to plead and plead. In fact, moving the guardrails so his parents could be on the arena floor. Helen's wearing down because that's a baby boy. And Owen's, please do something. And Stu's got the towel, but then Helen yanks it, throws it in the ring. WWF title changes hands, and it's announced as Bob Backlund is your new WWE champion. Owen Hart grabs the towel and goes running down the aisle like he won the lottery. And Bob Backlund is the new WWE champion. And we still got a ways to go here at the Survivor Series. So let's get to our next match. All right, so our next match is Guts and Glory versus the $1 Million Corporation team in a 5-on-5 Survivor Series matchup. Guts and Glory consist of Lex Luger, Adam Bomb, Mabel, and the Smoking Guns, whereas the $1 Million Corporation is the Heavenly Bodies, King Kong Bundy, Bam Bigelow, and Tatanka. So Lex comes in, gets a piece of Tatanka who turned on him earlier in the year, and he starts out like a house of fire. And Tatanka, of course, tags out, and Lex gets beat up. But the next guy coming in, who I believe was Bundy, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's Tom Pritchard. And then he tags Mabel in. And they go at it for a while. And what ends up happening is Tom Pritchard, after him, punches and kicks on Mabel. He gets flattered, so to speak. And 1, 2, 3, out goes Tom Pritchard. It's 5-on-4 for the Guts and Glory. Del Rey then comes in his tag team partner, and he lasts for a while. He tries to do his work. That goes nowhere on Mabel after exchanging, and then there's a sidewalk slam. But then Del Rey skirts over to his corner, tags in Bam, and Mabel are trading blows, and Mabel gets a clothesline over the top rope, but he bounces his head off the floor, gets counted out, so it's 4-on-4 for both teams. Now the Smoking Guns and Jimmy Del Rey, Billy and Bart. I forgot how smooth Billy and Bart can be as a tag team. And then they do the cowboy leg drop thing that they do as a tag team, but Del Rey kicks out. And he eventually, Billy and Bart, they put away. Oh, it's Adam Bomb, I believe, that puts away Jimmy Del Rey, but I'm not sure. Anyway, Del Rey goes out of the match. So it's 4-on-3. And then Adam Bomb comes in, gets two clotheslines in on them, gets tossed out of the ring, comes in, does a slingshot lariat from the outside. So there's three, and Adam Bomb continues to hammer away on them. And then the Million Dollar Corporation gets the upper hand for a while. Then there's some confusion. Adam Bomb's down on the ground. Bam goes up to the top rope, hits the moonsault. 1, 2, 3, out goes Adam Bomb. And then we're all of a sudden 3-on-3. It's Tatanka, Bam, and Bundy versus Luger, Bart Gunn, and Billy Gunn. And then after a while, after Billy Gunn and them go at it for a while, they're tag teaming back and forth. Tatanka gets tagged in, and they almost take care of Tatanka with Russian leg troops, elbow drops, and punches and kicks and body slams. They continue to cover Tatanka, but he keeps kicking out. And then I believe it was Billy Gunn tried to go for a crucifix pin. He got caught with a Samoan drop. 1, 2, 3. Tatanka eliminates him. And so his brother and Lex Luger, Bart Gunn and Lex, quickly still tag team on Tatanka. And Tatanka also eliminates the other Smoking Gun. Or was it Tatanka? I just watched this match. Anyway, really early in the morning. Anyway, Tatanka, the other Smoking Gun, gets eliminated somehow. And it's down to 3-on-1. Tatanka, Bam, and Bundy. And now the three of them, with Tatanka's chops, Bam's clubbing forearms, and Bundy's elbow drops, and continuous tags in and out as a 3-on-1. And Lex tries to make a bit of a comeback, but every time he does, it gets shot down. Tatanka goes to pick him up, but he rolls him up 1, 2, 3. So he eliminates Tatanka while he's on the ground. But right after that, Bundy hits him with the big splash. 1, 2, 3. Your winners of the match are the Million Dollar Corporation. All right, now it's time for your main event, a casket match between The Undertaker and Yokozuna. And so it starts out, they bring Chuck Norris, the special guest enforcer, because they had a casket match at the Royal Rumble in '94 in January. Like 12 people came out and put the Undertaker in the casket. So Chuck Norris comes up, and the two combatants make their Undertaker gets off to a good start. He basically controls the match. There's a point where he knocks Yokozuna on top of the casket while it's closed, and then Yoko will hit a small drop. Undertaker gets back on the offense, clothesline, down goes Undertaker. Yoko does gain, and he goes to the outside where Cornette tries to run a distraction because Cornette Fuji are out there with Yoko still. And he just wallops Cornette, which always looks funny, and Cornette always entertain the people. And so Yoko gets the upper hand. They get back on the inside. He does the spinning choke slam where he pins him to the mat. And yeah, and then Paul Bearer uses the urn to raise the Undertaker after Yoko has put him down. And so the Undertaker gets on the roll. He does the old school. And then King Kong Bundy comes out first, and two refs got him. They're standing between him and Chuck Norris. And then Bam comes out, and two little referees are still there admonishing him. And then, surprise, through the crowd comes Erwin R. Feister, IRS, puts Undertaker in a sleeper while Yoko goes down, holds him in it long enough to put him in the casket. Yoko gets up to go close the casket, tries to close the lid. Then Undertaker goozles him and gives him a couple of thrusts to the throat. And then Jeff Jarrett, after Undertaker's had some offense on Yoko and has him down, also comes down to the ring, gets karate kicked by Chuck Norris. And one of the funniest things is the way Jeff Jarrett tumbles backwards. Funniest thing I've seen. And Undertaker continues the offense. He hits Yoko with a big boot, knocks him into the casket, closes the lid. Then he grabs the flag, breaks the flag in half, throws it in the casket, closes the casket. Undertaker, the casket match. That is my look at Survivor Series 1994. If you're still here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, may you come from a place that keeps you humble. I have more money. Mamba out.